we're in the dark zone. I have a new guest with me. Tell me what your favorite animation in here is. In the dark zone. Oh, Patty, go sit over there. Sit, quick, quick. Wasn't that cute?
That's so cute. It vibrates. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Sit down.
No, it's okay.
It's cute because people think it's just a photo op, but then it gets it's therapy.
Try to film every animation in here. Oh, there's one going off over here.
Larry, I want that clown back.
Huh?
I want that clown back.
We're here in the dark zone. We're trying to focus on all of the animations. Just follow around, they'll go off one at a time. Prob's booth. We're checking out all of their animatronics. We're in the dark zone and we're trying to highlight all of the animations. This one's twisted. It's like breaking it. That prop is $3,800. Now we got this pumpkin. In the dark zone also you have NED LEDs. You have Dead Farm Productions. And you have a new company right here called Killer Props. You push the button. company. And this is Dead Farm Productions. Yes. In the dark zone. Oh, sorry. In the dark zone. And with this video, we're just trying to see all of the animation. And this company's really cool here, actually. Making really cool signs. And there's killer props. And there's Greg. How's the show going, Greg?
Good.
What's been the best seller?
The electric chair.
The electric chair. How much is the electric chair?
$3,400.
How much?
$3,400. So special.
My favorite one is the Michael Myers. That one is my favorite out of all that they have. Can you trigger that again? Is this going to order? That animation right there, if you got enough room for it, that one's a no-brainer. How much is the Michael Myers?
$2,450.
Okay. That one's cool too. The Michael Myers is the best one because it simulates what an actor should do in a haunted house. And if you ask me, that's what you want. Now, I will say, Greg, just saying, because I've been offering suggestions, I would not have had Michael Myers popping out of a coffin. I would have had him popping out of a window or a closet or something like that.
That's cool,
But
it's different. They're not.
But either way, even though I don't think he should be in a coffin, that's what an actor should be doing, is leaping out, getting in somebody's face.
The people that have purchased this have bought it because he's in a coffin and they're not expecting him to come out of a coffin, and that's why it's been a good seller. That's why we did it.
I want to see it go off again because I got my phone and I want to videotape it go off. Killer Props. How do they get in touch with you? Do you have a website?
We have a website, killerprops.com.
Now you'll also notice that his knife never goes above your shoulder, so he can't actually stab you, which is nice. Well, good luck, Greg. I would definitely like to get the Michael Myers. Probably get it for limp. We're going to be looking for some animations for the limp. I really do like your electric chair as well. Seems like everybody made one though this year.
Yeah, but ours is the best.
There he goes. I will also say, good sound is important with an animation, because I think the sound scares you a little bit more than the animatronic, and all of your animations have great sound.
Thank you.
Are you taking orders after the show?
Yes, it will be.
And when do you think if somebody ordered your props, when would they get them?
Our goal is to have everything out the door of the production facility by the end of August.
By the end of August.
Yeah.
Sounds great, Greg. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Now we're gonna wind over here. And here's another photo op. actually really cool. A photo op. That's great.
Yeah, I'd take 1,000 off just to see it in the darkness.
Oh, all right. You have a laser company in here. I think you have this new company called Killer Props. And let's see if we can get some video of this booth. No, it's called Never Mortis. And basically everything's a praying mantis or a mosquito, more or less. And the one we want to see where I'm just going to be honest. I am not a fan of that. It's shooting out that, seeing the pistons. I don't like that. I think it's kind of silly. I want to see animations that jump out. Okay, so I'm going to explain a few things about animation. I either want a showstopper, meaning it's kind of stopping the show. Everybody wants to take a video of it. See this? It just kind of moves a little bit and then that thing jumps out. I'm not a fan of that. In my opinion, the best animation in this booth is this one right here. I think it's really cool. A mosquito that lifts off the ground would not be interested in that. This one is the best one, but it's a new company. You learn a lot from talking to customers. I think that they've done a really good job, but it's just not for me. I would want an animatronic that leaps into your face and gets you scared, or it's a showstopper like this one. That's a showstopper. That's not going to scare anybody, okay? It comes out way too slow. It's not going to scare a flea. But what it is going to do is be a showstopper. It'll be videotaped at your haunted house 5 million times. So you either want something that gives your haunt the wow factor. Hello? Hello? No, I'm in Scarefactory's booth. Yeah, I'm Scarefactory. Come over here. I either want the wow factor or I want something like this. That's going to scare people and it's going to give you the wow factor. That's a double dose right there. That is just off the Richter scale. Cool. That's off the Richter scale. That thing's $4,400. Did you see this go off? Don't stand in front of it, you get whacked. Did you see this go off? Watch. Hey, come over here. Oops, sorry. That is not scary. It's cool. So I either want an animation that's just cool, that makes everybody break out their camera and videotape it, or I want something that just scares you. Look at that thing. Look at this. That's a showstopper right there. You make people walk through that thing, and you've got 1,000 people. When I say 1,000, I mean 100,000 people taking a video of it. That's what you want.
How are you?
in my opinion, the best animation at the show is this one or that one. The motion looks like it's hydraulic. The problem with this animation is Scarefactory should design a rig that's half the size, art half the size, so a professional haunted indoor haunt could have a chance of getting that inside their haunt. There is virtually no chance of getting this inside most haunts, indoor. They should make two versions. But if you have an outdoor haunt, or if you have a way of getting that in your building, this animation is on another level. This is just next level. That is the coolest animation that I've ever seen them make. I will say, you better have that bolted to the floor, because that's a lot of weight sitting on the end of that rig. You can see another one over here. That's just a wow factor. All of these animations are just next level. This one as well. That is, you might have a chance getting that into an indoor haunt. It's not just about getting it in, it's about finding a place where you have this much room to put something in for this to get really close to your customers. I would love to figure out how to get this into the darkness. That requires a really high ceiling. But this one, I would have to seriously think about where I could get that in my haunt, because I would love to have this in my haunt. The problem you also have to remember about this animation is, hold on, I'm gonna talk about it in 1 second. Just next level. You probably could get that in your haunt, but you have to remember the problem with these animations on an indoor haunt, most people will not see that. You would have to trigger that way early so people would just catch it, because people go through an indoor haunt pretty quickly. It's perfect for an outdoor haunt where you're walking up on it for a mile, but in an indoor haunt you would really want to walk down a hallway to it and trigger it way in advance so everybody gets a glimpse of it. But it's a showstopper. That's a showstopper. I think that's the best animation at the show. And this one's number 2. And I would probably say that door jam with the zombies is number 3. That big pumpkin monster probably be 4. This would be 5 or 6. And these witches would be 7. I mean, I literally think that Scarefactory, in my opinion, would claim 7 out of the top 10 spots for animatronics. And I mean, we saw this one last year, but you could easily say this one as well could be in the top 10, because this particular figure right here has a very fluid motion. It's actually fooling me into thinking that it's hydraulic. And then for those who don't know, hydraulic means that there's hot oil running through the lines, which gives it a more fluid motion. And that's what this rig that they've designed is doing. You see that one is all jerky. That one says, yes, that one's air. This one has the look of hydraulics, as does this. I'm not 100% sure how they're getting such fluid motion, but it does give you the impression that it's hydraulic. That's next level. That is really next level. And these are great as well. These talking pumpkins, you could use these all over the place. And these witches, the only complaint I would say about these witches, they need to put the hat, tilt them back more because you can't see the face. That's a really bad placement of that hat, in my opinion. It's just a really bad placement. You cannot see the face from any angle unless you're literally right up underneath it. You can see this one, you can see it better. My opinion. And that one there gives you a not as good of a hydraulic feel, but it still gives you kind of the sense that it's a hydraulic animation. It really does. So here's my assessment of the animatronics. And this is not a criticism. For Poison Props, it's a lot of the things that you expected to see. Stuff that thrashes around, jumps around. I would like to see them kind of take some of these animations to a new level. For example, one of their animations that's really good is a coffin that shakes. It'd be nice if there was a window there and there was like a video and you could see the person trying to get out while shaking the coffin. That would take it to another level. I do think that Fright Props has done a much better job with the art and trying to make bigger monsters. In the future, I would like to see them do bigger monsters, in fact, as they get better with the art. Poison Props is a great company to buy from to get scary animations. And it seems to me that Scarefactory has embraced the idea of the showstopper. Unit 70, who is not here, their animations are showstoppers because their art is so amazing. But they are not here. You would have to go to unit70.com to see their animatronics. They also have a massive YouTube page, and you can see a lot of their animations at work. I'm not a fan of an animation like that because nobody in a haunt will ever watch that. This is a piece for like a show or a hayride that actually stops and you see what happens. And in that case, it's a cool animation. But for an actual haunt where people are going through super fast, not so much. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for animations that scare people? Or are you looking for an animation that is a showstopper? What are you looking for? That dictates what kind of animation you need. And in my opinion, you need both. Last night, the Darkness Haunted House tour ran with 38 actors. In the past, we used to operate with 60 or 70. Because of animations and a combination of showstopper animations, just really impressive looking animatronics, and ones that jump out, and ones that pop and make noise like hallucination creations, you give an illusion of a lot more animations than you really have. Now, I'm assuming these are meant to touch people. My problem with this animation is that it could whack you in the eyeball. For that reason, I would not buy that animation because I've been whacked by it a couple times, and I would be concerned about a customer being whacked in the eyeball by it. But I get the idea, and it's a good idea. but only if you make the material softer. That's not soft. And here, let's check this out. So I'm trying to offer my suggestions. I'm not trying to be overly critical. I'm offering suggestions of what I would do different. And one of the things that I think that animation companies should do is talk to the haunted house owner more. Get feedback. Now, when I talked to David Falkman from Scarefactory, he was pretty adamant in another video that we did where we did an interview with him that they made these animations to break down so that you could get them in your building. Now that remains to be seen because I did not actually try to break one of these down and get them into my haunted house. So that very well could be the case. I just don't know that because I haven't tried. But that's what he's claiming. And if that's the case, that's great. Anyone who's making animatronics should talk to haunted house owners. What do you want? What do you need? What are the problems with the animations? I have purchased animatronics from certain companies and they would put a plastic knife. Those plastic knives might seem harmless to you, but when they're thrashing around violently and they hit somebody, it could hurt them. Now, we did make the video about the dark zone, but I came over to Beastcraft to complete this video of animatronics. Because they're animatronics, which are a combination of motorized and air-driven. The art, how's it going? Hey, man. Is really next level. Props, animations, they have it all going on here. They really do. And their stuff is just next level. And what I like about these animatronics, for example, that Grim Reaper playing a violin, what person in the right frame of mind would make an animation like that? Who wants that? That's what I would have said if you would have told me that. But that is just showing that this person, that this company is super creative. And somebody's gonna want that. Because a lot of people don't know they want something until they see it. And that's what I really like about that. And I have thought about this animation multiple times and thought to myself, should I buy that? I don't know. It's really cool. That's something I didn't know that I would want until I saw it. And this bat here, this is just crazy art. Crazy art. And I love this one here. The only problem I have with this animation, and I'm just trying to offer suggestions for any of these animation companies that watch the video. Hey, what's up? That needs sound. It needs sound bad. Just moving around side to side isn't gonna do it. Don't sell an animation for $2,122. Sell it for $3,000 and put a powerful speaker on it. I wanna hear the guy going nuts. That's what scares people. That is a great animation right there, folks. That's one of the best in the entire show. It needs sound. Now, to finish this video, we'll come over here to Distortions booth. And we're gonna get critique this booth. Number one, Ed said he made these Raptors because I asked him to. and they are fantastic. They have great motion for the price, and the art is amazing. That skull, there's no way to break that down to get it into your haunt. That's the problem with it. In an outdoor haunt, it's easy. An indoor haunt, very difficult. It is amazing. It is something you possibly could put on the outside of your haunt as well. And the art on this is just crazy. It's really cool. This is more of a piece for like, if you had a queue line and you wanted to like, I could literally see taking this and getting some really good jokes and programming an hour-long program where he just randomly starts telling jokes. This is so simple, it's just off the chain. This might be one of the best pieces at the show for the price. And I really like this one as well. The one thing about Distortions animations, the way they've been doing them, they're multi-step. So this is kind of taking their actor line that they had and just making it animated, which I like a lot better than doing an actor-driven piece. And I'm gonna say something to everybody. Haunts don't want puppets anymore. We don't want you to make animations where an actor has to like be part of the animation. We can't get actors. We just want animatronics. See that one jump out there. And this one here is also really cool. Hey, how's it going? But it is more of a setup animation, meaning it's taking a long time to do something. So that a lot of people wouldn't see it in a haunted house, they would fly right past it. But if you had a setup, it is actually really cool. And the showmanship that Distortions is putting into their animations, it's like an animation with a little show, which is great, but in a haunted house where people are flying past everything, they're not the best. It just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. See, like when you press this, it's a setup. There's some audio, he jiggles around, and then he does his thing. This is an animation that you would literally sit here and watch for a second or two. It's a showpiece. This one is better. It just kind of sort of does its thing and scares you. When I say better, it's better for a scare application, show application, or a combo of the two. So there you have it. My assessment of the animatronics here at Transworld 2024. All of my comments are meant to be helpful to the company, just my opinions. Doesn't mean that the animatronics aren't great, because they are all great. But I just wanted to throw those things out there to help the animatronic companies. I think the animatronics for 2024 are the best that we've ever seen here. So obviously, I'm impressed. But keep pressing, keep pushing, and keep trying to make them better. And then, you know, when it comes to animatronics, there's a lot of companies that have one here and one there. And we kind of saw those when we walked the whole show. So thanks for watching the video. This is the animatronic. And I know that we missed a handful of companies. But I am doing this video with no takes, off the cuff, just my first impressions. And I think that's why people like the videos. It's not thought out. It's just as you go through, you see things, you react. See, like there's another example of a little animation right there. And they're all over the place. but I wanted to focus on the companies that had the most animatronics. And I think we missed Frankenfab over there. Most of their stuff just is scary. It's all scary because it just blows up in your face. And that gets scares. That's instant scarification, like gratification, okay? In other words, it's meant to scare you. Well, anyway, that about wraps it up. Good luck, and I hope our videos have helped you make decisions about purchasing product for your haunted attraction. Make sure you like and subscribe to the page. And we will be making some videos as we build Creepy World. We're gonna make some videos of that. And we'll talk to you soon. Oh, one other thing. Another animation that I think would make my list of the best animations here, because I gotta round out my top 10 as well. I really like that scarecrow right there. And another animation I really like is this Bushman, because you don't see that coming. Oh, sorry. That's a great little animation right there. The Bushman. I would definitely buy that. That's a very well camouflaged animatronic. That might get a really cool, good scare. I think this would be really cool for an outdoor haunt. And I'm not gonna wait around to see this Bushman go off again. I really like that. So from the dark zone, happy Halloween, everybody.